YouTube, what's good, man? It's your boy, They Call Me BJ, coming at you guys with another beat breakdown. Today we're going to be looking at Till the End, my boy Yo Miestro featuring the homie Qualls.
Ride, can I slide, can I get all up in? Let me be your best friend to the end, to the end. Let me ride, can I slide, can I get all up in? Let me be your best friend to the end, to the end. Let me.
This originally came out on me and Yo Maestro's joint project in 2018 by the name of Nostalgia. On this project, me and Chase collabed for about 15 songs. This one ended up being the most popular of those songs. It's still sitting #1 on his most listened to on Apple Music. So we're going to jump into this track. I'm going to show you guys how it was created, the sounds I used, my thought process, little backstories, fun facts, all that good stuff. So let's get right into it. So guys, this track was created on August the 1st, 2018 during my study abroad trip in Italy. I was a sophomore in school. I was sending ideas back and forth to the States, and this was one of the songs that we ended up making. So quick little fun story. I sent this track out to Chase probably sometime shortly after August. We had went to Rome to see the Coliseum and stuff. A little bit before like our tour started, he sent me the song, but I didn't want to listen to it until I got done with the tour. You know what I'm saying? We wrap up the tour, we're walking down the street, and I throw, you know what I'm saying, throw the headphones in, check it out, and I'm just like, bro, this may be like the best song I've heard you made like so far. You know what I'm saying? I let like some of the homies hear that was on the trip with me, and they were just like, yeah, like super dope. Like they kept running it back. And so that was kind of like an indicator like this song might have like some potential. Just cool little backstory, you know what I'm saying? We was getting ideas out across the pond, so to say. But it ended up turning out being, you know what I'm saying, one of my boys' most successful songs. So, all right, so let's jump straight into the sample. It came from an old Producer Grind sample pack. 2018, I was on Producer Grind interviews heavy. Like they was throwing up I think it was called Throwaway Thursday or something like that they had with like different packs that would come out. So I was like on all their stuff. And this Rare Soul sample pack 9 had the sample in it. It was Nicholas, was it Near My God to Thee? I believe it's this one right here. So it was super dope when they came out with these packs because a lot of the samples were already chopped up and like just ready to be looped. So you didn't have to like go and find whatever parts. So within the pack they had out, they had like different parts of the same songs or whatever. Like this was the second part of that song, but I only used the first part, the first chop rather. All right, so I just drug it into Logic and just looped it for 4 bars, and it pretty much stays in the entirety of the song. This is like the main melodic driving force of the song, just this 4-bar loop. Just that I Wanna Be. This is hence why I named the song I Wanna Be, well, the beat I Wanna Be, just because that one little part got stuck in my head. But this is what this sounds like looped after I drug it into Logic and added a pitch shifter to it. So after I dragged that in, turned it down 4 semitones just to give it a little more of a, I'm not saying, just a different vibe, a little switch up. So after I dragged the sample in, turned it down, we'll just start up high to lowest, went added the kick. So back when I made this beat in 2018, I was using the drum machine a lot in Logic. I was using like I would take all my sounds and just drag them into the machine. Pretty much nowadays I just drag in the audio file and just line it up, but back then I was still doing it like this. So we have for our kick, it's an OVO kick, I guess a Drake drum kit. The Dark Horse stuff came from the homie Tiggy, shout out to him. Then we have some Alchemist stuff, some Alchemist hi-hats, another Alchemist snare, and then Zay clap. So those were the main drum elements in the track. I go and solo them out, each one. So this was the kick pattern. So that's the kick pattern. Left the snare pretty simple, just on the 2 and 4 pretty much. It was a rim shot. Even though it's called a snare, it was pretty much a rim shot. So that was the kick and the snare together. So once I got that groove going, you know what I'm saying, throw in the hats, just get that bounce kind of flowing a little bit. So we got some movement going once those hats come in. You can start feeling that bounce in that pocket. So when it came down to like little filler stuff, I used to use this plugin called Strike. I can't even open it anymore because it'll crash the session. But it's an old, I wonder if I can still pull up like the actual. Okay, so this is what Strike looks like. They have Strike 2 out right now, but I still have Strike 1. Like I said, I can't even like click on any of this stuff, but they have some super dope like authentic drum sounds in here that I like fell in love with. I can still play the samples, but like I said, if I try to click on anything, like it just corrupt because I think it isn't supported on this Mac version anymore. But this is what the tom fill sounded like on that second 8 bars, and this comes in pretty much at the end of every 8 throughout the whole song. So we have this little 8 bar pattern that fills out with the tom roll, and then it also leads into a cymbal crash, and this is what this sounds like. So just adding some more like live sounding stuff in there that kind of just fills it out. Down here I'm still using that strike plugin once again, but it's more so like a filler sound. And all this comes in together on the, pretty much this is the chorus, right? Like the second half of the chorus on the second 8 bars of it. So bring in this clap, I labeled a clap, and then we have an open hat. And this is pretty much all the drums for the entire song. And you can see that pretty much just loop all of this. So all the drums together, like. So that's the drums. Getting into the melody stuff. I'll bring this kick down here so it's easier to keep up with. So like I said, we have the sample going that's carrying a lot of the song. That's just setting the tone and the vibe or the energy of it. And so I just wanted to complement that as best as I could. Let's go right here. So we have a lot of stuff layered. So first thing up is this bass sound right here. I'll solo this out. And this is coming from Expand. This is slap bass out of the basses, number 23. And also has a slap art. I don't even really like stack sounds like this anymore, but that's what the wave I was on back then. So this is what that sounds like. Like I said, it was a lot of stacking in this song. I was just following the same chords of the sample after I pitched it down. And I did use this plugin called PM Loud Bass. I was using this back then. P&M Loud Bass. So I had this on here. And then we go down to the 808. Back then I was using the 808 out of the ES2 sampler. I don't even know if I still had this same preset. Like, I don't even know what it is. I think it's just a stock preset that I either made or downloaded. I can't remember, but just a stock 808 kind of thing. And I just layered that bass sound with this 808. So this is super like low and heavy. Like the low end in this song is very thick. Yeah, here we go right here. And just following those same chords as well, or same notes. So. Super thick. Damn! So that's carrying a lot of that low end. And then we come down here to another Expand plugin. It's the same thing. It's just another synth bass. Bro, this thing is thick. We have a lot of bass, a lot of bass in this song. Literally the same pattern, but this bass soloed out sounds like this. So a lot of the bass sounds I'm using besides the sub have like a very like good size attack on it. So it's like you kind of makes it more audible, I would say. But because there's so many bass layers on them, you see like the EQ curve take a lot of that high out, even took some lows out, so stuff wasn't clashing too much. Because there is a lot of bass sounds. Like looking back at it, I don't think I would use this many bass sounds in a song now. But I mean, like I said, it ended up working. So this was the last bassy kind of sound. Another expand joint. So this is what this sounds like. Actually a synth. I just kept those notes the same. I didn't go up on that last section right here on the synth part. So just more layers. A lot of layers in this for sure. A lot of layers. So if we layer all this together without the sample, it sounds like this. So that's all of that together. And then we bring it in over here, the second part of the chorus. We bring in a piano and a violin. This violin part is super. That's probably one of my favorite parts of the whole track, is having that violin support the sample. But this is what the piano was doing. Yeah, it's super low. So this song, I did a lot of layering. So a lot of stuff was just meant to be felt instead of heard. So adding a piano there was just an example of being like, it's in there even if you can't really hear it, but definitely felt it. So here's the violin part that I said that was definitely a big fan of, and I'm pretty sure this was out of Expand. I was using Expand a lot back then. I didn't have Omnisphere yet, so Expand was definitely carrying me through. And this was out of strings and solo violin and Expand. So when we add all of that together with the sample, it sounds like this. So that's what all the main melody stuff sounds like. And then we throw in the drums and you have this. Yeah, till the end pretty much. This is the MIDI for the toms as well. I forgot to show this earlier, I think. That beef. So that's it with the tom rolls. And then for the support drums, I call them, like the ride cymbal that came in, is giving it some support. Just got on all the quarter notes pretty much. Super tucked, but add some character in there for the drums. And this is the MIDI for the crash. Just a one note hit on the crash. Kind of sound like the Outcast equipment I crash, kinda. All right, so that's pretty much to the end. Arrangement's pretty simple. 8-bar intro, 16-bar chorus, 24-bar verse. 16, 24, 16, and that's pretty much it. And back then I was using my nephew as my tag, and this is what that sounded like. So yeah, we don't use the nephew tag anymore, but it's in technically my most popular song. So shout out to my nephew. And yeah, that's till the end pretty much. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. More beat breakdowns on the way from songs that I've already released and more songs that are to be coming out. So y'all go run up till the end, stream it. I will leave all the links down below, from Apple to Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube, everything in between. So hope you guys have a blessed day. It's your boy BJ signing off. You're
Ride, can I slide, can I get all up in? Let me be your best friend to the end, to the end. Let me ride, can I slide, can I get all up in? Let me be your best friend to the end, to the end. Let me